Hey everybody, this is Erica, the technology nerd who likes to film stuff. How are you feeling about my faux snake leather chair here? I can't exactly call this tasteful, but it'll do for this video that I'm doing right now. I am really tired, so excuse me. I finally got to my hotel room in Chicago because tomorrow is the release event of the new Moto X, new Moto G, and the Moto 360 smartwatch, which I am really excited to take a look at. This entire month is just going to be completely crazy with all these devices being released. Just today was the Galaxy Note 4 that was released. I want to talk a little bit about that. Unfortunately, no, I did not go to that event. If you saw what happened to me last time, you probably know that I'm not so enthusiastic about going to Samsung events because there's just crazy mob mentality, absolutely no order, everyone gets trampled. I had my fiance holding me by my backpack so that I didn't just die in the mob of crazy people excited to see the new Galaxy S5. So that was my last Samsung experience. Hopefully not my last, but no, I did not make it to that event. So tomorrow we're going to be seeing all of Motorola's new products. I'm excited to see the Moto X. Actually, a little bit more excited to see the Moto X than the Galaxy Note 4 today. The original Moto X had a 720p display and specs that really weren't quite up to par with other flagships, but now it looks like we're going to be having a Moto X that should be more along the lines of the other flagship devices that are being released. I'm hoping to see some partial metal body on that device as well, especially with all the leaks. That's probably what we're going to be seeing. And also, I'm a fan because it shouldn't be a very huge phone. We're seeing things like the Galaxy Note 4 that are very big phones. And I am one to talk because I've been carrying around the Xperia Z Ultra as my daily driver because this thing's a tablet, but I really do admire having a smaller phone in hand. Also, later this month, we should be seeing the iPhone 6 being released. I'm actually really excited for that as well. So lots of things are being released, lots of things to be excited and to look forward to. Now to talk a little bit about the Galaxy Note 4 that was released today, yeah, I did not have a chance to play with it, but I did get a lot of time with the Galaxy S5 G906S. And you guys can check out the link in the description to where I compared the original Galaxy S5 with the Galaxy S5 G906S. Basically what we have in the G906S are very similar specs to what we have in the Galaxy Note 4. We've got that Quad HD display, and we also have the Snapdragon 805 SoC inside of it. And what I found between the G906S and the Galaxy S5 is that they performed very similarly, and I was really happy to see that that Quad HD display did not bog down the performance of the G906S at all, and it didn't hurt the battery life either. So I'm expecting the same type of performance quality in the Galaxy Note 4, so that makes me really happy. That's probably a question that a lot of people have right now because looking at the LG G3, you're seeing that, yeah, that display kind of does interfere with battery life, but what we had on the G906S versus the Galaxy S5, that battery life was pretty much identical. So I am very confident that we should have decent battery life, decent performance. Plus Samsung has added a lot of other nice things to it. Finally, they have optical image stabilization. Really, that's something that they've been quite behind on. And now they have improved the build design of the phone where it's got metal around the sides now with chamfered edges. And from what I'm hearing, you really have to hold the phone in hand to understand that it does feel very nice. It feels like it's something premium. I don't know how convinced I am yet about the S Pen features because on the original Galaxy Note 3 I did use the pen and I was encouraged to use the pen here and there, but oftentimes I forgot about the pen and I wouldn't end up using it, so I wonder if they have really been able to integrate the pen to feeling more like a mouse, like they were talking about in the presentation, rather than an extra accessory to deal with and to fiddle with. I am quite sad that unlike the Galaxy S5, it is not water resistant. We don't have any type of IP rating, so it's unfortunate. You can tell because the USB 2.0 port is open on the bottom. It's no longer USB 3.0. They went back down to 2.0, and I'm honestly fine with that. But the great thing is that now it charges in just a half hour, 50%. If any of you have played with the Oppo Find 7 and the Oppo Find 7a, you probably know and appreciate just how fast those devices charge. So just say that if we don't see the Galaxy Note 4 battery life being the most fantastical, I think that the ability for it to charge so quickly really does make up for it, and that's one thing that I did discover with the Oppo Find 7 and Oppo Find 7a. One other thing to say about the Quad HD displays that we have out right now, if you're going to go for a phone with a Quad HD display, I definitely recommend going with AMOLED, because if you compare the LG G3 and even the Oppo Find 7 side by side with the Galaxy S5, G9, 6s, or the Galaxy Note 4, you're going to see just how much brighter the AMOLED displays are in comparison to the LCD displays. And also I've noticed that the LCD displays tend to drain the battery life quite substantially, so I am sure we will see improvements with LCD Quad HD, but right now AMOLED really is the way to go. Even though I have a lot of qualms with what Samsung does to AMOLED, AMOLED is really not a bad technology at all. So those are my thoughts for right now. I will get my hands on a Galaxy Note 4, and yes, I will be reviewing that phone. And I'm really hoping tomorrow that I get a chance to take home some of the devices that Motorola provides for me so I can get that in-depth coverage for you all. I will have as in-depth coverage as I possibly can get, but that would just be a cherry on top of my ice cream cone. If you guys have any questions, please ask them in the comment section below, whether it be about any of the releases that are occurring right now. I really have not slept much in the past few days, so I'm going to probably edit this quickly and then go to bed so I can be up for the event tomorrow and be all sprightly. So, good night.